You know I wouldn't have left you behind if...
It was a long time ago. We're both here now.
Would you look at us? The man out of time and the cyborg assassin.
They've sure come a long way from Brooklyn, Steve.
But as long as we've still got a little Brooklyn inside of us, Buck, I have a feeling we'll be just fine.
We're not the same as we used to be, Steve.
Neither is Brooklyn. But we'll carry on. Hate to ask you to come back here, Buck.
Forget about it. We'll be on our way soon enough. Steve, buddy, we have to save the world.
Not the first time. Won't be the last. Just like the first time we went after Hydra.
Huh. I hope it goes better than that.
Whatever happens, we'll still be together.
Then let's save the timelines, or whatever.
I knew you in another time.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You were a great leader, and an example to all warriors. I would be proud to fight with you.
All right then. Welcome to the Resistance. Thor, we're gonna need a little Asgardian muscle.
A little? I brought a lot!
Not the Asgard I remember, that's for sure.
Still, it is my home, and Loki's scheming could destroy it.
I'm with you, Thor. We won't let that happen.
If Mjolnir should fall from my hand, I know someone worthy will pick it up and go on. Captain, you honor Ixgard with your presence.
If we can get you back on that throne, the honor will be all mine, Thor.
Old soldiers stick together.
Real soldiers do the right thing, not the easy thing.
Can't believe I'm fighting alongside the legend, sir. We'll finally end this dirty war.
Well, son, if you're anything like the Frank Castle from my timeline, you are the dirty war you're trying to end.
Across every timeline, brave Captain America fights tyrannical Hydra.
I don't know about every timeline. I just help where I can.
You'll probably end up in Valhalla. Too bad. Thor has spoken of you as his truest mortal friend.
He's my favorite thunder god, that's for sure.
Touching.
Greetings, Captain.
You know, between Wakanda and Krakoa, I was afraid that we couldn't connect on a personal level anymore, Aurora.
Please, Steve. You know too well that we are more than what we stand for.
I miss you too, Aurora. I'm not eager to put another life at risk on the battlefield.
Cap, 大丈夫. Spider will protect me.
I certainly hope so. I won't let you become another Bucky.
If I end up a super cool cyborg assassin, I promise I won't blame you. Deal?
Steve Rogers. Hey, Pete said you volunteered to be experimented on. Is that true?
He didn't lie. I presume you didn't.
Definitely against my will. I don't want to go back there. Too much buried history buried.
Rocket, I'm counting on you on the battlefield.
What? Don't got a raccoon joke like everyone else?
I don't. And Quill was right. You do have, and I quote, one hell of a tactical brain in that tiny skull.
He said that?
It's nice to have another genuine force for good on our side.
My soul is not as pure as most may believe.
There's darkness inside all of us, son. Understanding it is what makes us human.
You are wise beyond your many years, Captain. You have a light that radiates from within you, Captain.
Coming from you, that really says something, Adam.
It could guide us to victory. Be careful not to let this conflict snuff it out.
I've been doing this a long time. No one's managed to extinguish me yet. Can we count on you as an ally, Namor? Just like in the old days?
I've grown weary of human wars, Captain. I would rather fight my own.
Whatever vendetta you have against the surface will have to wait.
Perhaps, but not for much longer.
You're a huge inspiration to my generation of heroes, Cap.
That's very kind of you to say, Linlia.
I don't think Captain Quinlan has the same ring to it, though.
Want some free advice? Just be you, son. That's more than enough.
This Hydra, it is a monster of legend, is it not?
The real monsters are the men who fight in Hydra's name.
Then we shall slay them all, man and beast alike.
Maybe we show a bit of mercy, but you've got the right idea.
Thanks for trusting us, Captain.
You'll do just fine, kid. I've been there too.
Yeah, just let a crazy scientist experiment on you.
I admired you, Cap.
The version of you that I knew, I mean.
Well, I hope this version proves worthy too.
It will. I mean...
Easy, kid. I'm just giving you a hard time. Let's fight the bad guys.
Steve, I thought we'd lost you and the commandos over Latveria.
Nah, I just got bounced around the time stream a little. You know there's a world where I got out of the ice in the last millennium?
Well, you didn't miss much. I lived it.
We are not so different, you and I, Captain.
Two soldiers who would do anything to protect their nations.
Let us hope our goals remain in sync. If America and Wakanda clash,
it could very well be the last war we ever fight. Wakanda has come a long way since I fought alongside your father.
If only he was still here to see it.
I have a feeling he would be proud, T'Challa.
If this battle does not go as planned, he will be able to tell me soon enough.
Cap! Holy cow! You sure make a guy feel better just by being here.
Same here.
Oh, come on, you're just kidding me.
We're at war. Kidding is for later.
Which way do we go, Cap?
This way. Keep an eye out for tentacles.
What?
You heard me. Let's go.
I can't believe this actually is the future. Spidey for the win, I guess.
And yet you don't seem all that thrilled, son.
I don't know. I should feel totally at home here, but something's off.
Adjusting to a new world, no matter how familiar, is never easy. I would know.
Did I ever tell you that I read, all of your comics when I was a kid, Cap?
It's nice to know that even in my absence, I helped inspire the next generation of heroes.
Yeah, they were my grandpa's. He thought you were the bee's knees.
Or the next several.
The battle starts.
Shouldn't we both be retired by now, Cap?
Not as long as there's still a brighter tomorrow to fight for, Logan.
We've both seen tomorrow, bub. Wouldn't exactly call it bright.
Maybe today's the day we finally change that, old friend.
We have been at odds before, Captain, but we are more alike than either of us care to admit.
What could you and I possibly have in common, Magneto?
We both proudly fight to protect our nations, do we not? I simply feel no need.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
When it starts, follow my lead. Any questions?
Yeah, the part on following.
Clint, good to know you're still a rebel deep down.
This place gives me the creeps.
Wait till you see the basement. And by the way, thanks for busting Bucky out. I know you just left here, Clint, but we're going back in.
It's cool. Now I know my way around.
We're gonna need your sharpshooting, Clint.
Good, because I didn't bring anything else.
It's worse than I thought. We need to do this fast.
We also need to do this right, Clint. Now lead the way. I'm told that magic of yours could be the key to saving us all, young lady.
To be fair, it could also rip the time stream to shreds if I am not careful.
I have faith you won't let that happen. I hope you do too.
Glad to see you're still the same Steve Rogers, no matter which millennium.
The battle starts in 5.
I'm not really a team guy. I've got more than enough voices in my head.
Funny. I heard you were an Avenger once.
Yeah, but it didn't last long, and I burned my ID card.
Forget the card, son. Just show us that man who carried it.
Cap?
Tony?
How many more times do we have to save the world?
Until it doesn't need saving anymore.
It always comes down to us, doesn't it?
That's because we always answer the bell.
Yeah, I guess so. My old man always said 90% of life is just showing up.
Yep, and here we are. Just a heads up, things get weirder the farther in you go.
Weirder how?
Ever been inside a volcano that's also a gateway to a dimension of tentacled monsters?
That was definitely not on the tourist map. Hey, how's the shield holding, Cap? I'm working on a shapeable proton matrix that'll really...
That's great, but English, please.
Solid light, Grandpa.
This must be like a reunion for you, Steve.
It'll be awkward if we run into my prom date. Sure you're okay with this, Bruce?
No puny banner. I'm Hulk now.
What?
Just kidding. Gee, you need to chill, Steve.
A lot of this needs smashing, Cap. Wouldn't you agree?
You're the authority. Let's do it.
Cap, glad you're here.
I go where I'm needed, Bruce. You know that. Work on your physique, Doc. Just the one thing Venom can't stomach is justice. Don't make me do this, Tony. Just another criminal. You're not thinking straight, Buck. There aren't any words. I'm sorry, Buck. We don't need kings and shady gods. Sniper eliminated. The shooter is down. I've neutralized the shooter.